Hi there, I'm Jen, this is Remembered Reads, and this is going to be the bookshelf scavenger hunt. And rather than sitting here and just holding up books that I've already found, I thought I'd wander around and do it bookshelf tour style. This scavenger hunt has been around for a while, although I just saw it about a week ago on Sabrina Cox's channel, and she's a new booktuber, so you should check her out. I'll link her video below. And alright, let's go find some books. Okay, so question number 1 is find a title or author's name with a Z in it. Just looking at this shelf, we've got Zakes and Doe, we've got Zadie Smith, and we've got J.M. Coetzee, so there's a pile of them. Okay, question number 2 is find a classic. And I don't have any proper ancient Greek classics on this shelf, so I'm going to interpret this as the more general meaning of classics and say that, well, we've got Milton's poems here, we've got the complete works of Shakespeare, there's Moby Dick. So those count as classics, as long as we're using that more general definition. Question number 3 is find a book with a key on it. And I came over here because I think that I probably had Lock and Key somewhere on this shelf, because I was sure I had the trade of that, but maybe I don't, because I'm not finding it. This might have a key on the cover. No, it just has random steampunk technology-ish things. Although some of that's kind of key-esque, don't you think? Maybe not. Let me look somewhere else. Question number 4 is find something on your shelf that's not a book. And that's pretty easy, because on this shelf I have those 2 dolls who are actually from books. They're from The Girls of Many Lands, and also 2 action figures. That's The Midnighter over there, John Constantine from Hellblazer over there, and a pin, which my sister-in-law gave me from some Oktoberfest thing she went to. Question number 5 is find the oldest book on your shelf, and I believe that that is probably Milton's poems, which, let us look through. This particular edition is from, there we go, 1892. Question number 6 is find a book with a girl on the cover. So, this is the easiest thing ever. There's the girl with the pearl earring. Question number 7 is find a book that has an animal in it. And nice and easy, it's The Intelligence of Dogs. Question number 8 is find a book with a male protagonist. And how about Pat Barker's The Ghost Road? Question number 9 is find a book with only words on the cover. That's pretty close, although there's that. But no, I think I've got one that is actually all words. That's almost all words, but there's a guy on it. Here we go. All Quiet on the Western Front. No pictures. Question number 10 is find a book with illustrations, and that is everything on this shelf, because these are all collected comics. There's the first volume of The Authority. I love that. I love Brian Hitch's art. Question number 11 is find a book with gold lettering. And how about Lawrence in Arabia? Although maybe that's more bronze. Well, if that's not gold, let's see, that one is silver. Yeah, this copy of Moby Dick is gold. So, there we go. Question number 12 is find a diary. And here we have A Nurse at the Front, the First World War diaries of Sister Edith Appleton. Question number 13 is find a book by someone with a common surname. And here we go, the Imperial War Museum Book of the Somme is by Malcolm Brown. Brown's got to be a pretty common surname. Question number 14 is find a book that has a close-up on it, and Baghdad Express here has a close-up of this guy's face. Question number 15 is find a book that takes place in the earliest time period, and this shelf is so high that I actually can't reach it and I don't have a ladder on me. But The Third Chimpanzee is in part about primate evolution, so portions of it are about things that happened at the dawn of prehistory, basically. Question number 16 is find a hardcover book without a jacket. Here's one. This is it's upside down. Making Your Pictures Interesting, which I believe is from the 40s, so that's kind of neat. The Little Technical Library. 17 is find a teal or turquoise colored book, which I think this is kind of turquoise, isn't it? War Dances. And if not, I think Elizabeth Costello is definitely in that color range. Number 18 is find a book with stars on it. This is maybe cheating, but look, it's the word star. Yeah. Question number 19 is find a non-YA book, but that is most of my books, so you could take your pick of any of them. And then the final two questions are, what are the longest and shortest books on your shelves? And obviously that's supposed to be about page count, but I thought I'd take that a different way and say obviously the shortest book in terms of actual length is this little mini copy of Henry V. It is the full play, and it is tiny. The longest book that I have is Joe Sacco's The Great War. And you might say, okay, this is long. It's obviously multiple times longer than that. But no, it's even longer than it looks. Just look at this. It slides out. And then it opens up. And it is literally one long picture. So the book, it's basically, it's like a single panel of a comic book, except it's, you know, huge, lengthy. This is a real work of art. So if you are at all a fan of Joe Sacco's comics journalism, you should pick it up. Or if you're a World War I buff like me, you should pick it up. But yeah, it's definitely the longest book that I own in terms of physical length, not page length. Okay, so that was the whole thing. So at some point I might still do a bookshelf tour, but until then, this is about as close as it's gonna get, because those look like a lot of work pulling out every book. All right, that's it for now. Ciao.